Hi everyone, welcome to Python lab activity class. This is second week. In the last weeks, we tried to install the Python interpreter on your laptop computer, right? You have, and we did make a simple script, Python script, to print out a simple message, simple sentence like "Hello world" or "Welcome to Python class," something. And also we calculate the arithmetic operations using the Python interpreter, right? Last time we have already installed the Anaconda package for the Spider IDE, right? This is Spider IDE we have used in the last weeks. If you have not still yet, please install the Spider on your machine because we're gonna do most of the practice using this Spider environment. And I got some email from the some students who want to use the Python instead of this Spider, which is okay anyway if you are familiar with using such as some different IDE environment, for example, Visual Studio or Python, whatever is okay if you are. So anyway, if you very first time using the IDE, then you can choose the Spider because usually I explain all things based on the this Spider environment. Okay, so today topic is variable, right? Variable. So let's download variable from the cyber campus, and then let's open this PowerPoint slide together. So what's the variable? Variable is very important to start any programming language, not only for this Python, but also for any other language, C, C++, Java, because a variable is a kind of box or containers that contain some value in temporary, okay? Not a continuous, not a static way, which means is that that variable can have the values and dynamically. So, what is the variable? Variable, what is the variable definitions? And what is the concept of this variable? So variable is kind of space or box as shown in this slide. There are three boxes from the A to the C, right? Each box has their own some value inside. For example, A has 1, B has 2, C has 3, right? So how we can assign this value to this variable using this equal symbol. Here, actually, the we usually use this equal symbol when both the value are same, right? For example, here a is the same as 1. But in a programming language, the equal is not the equal meaning of the equal. For example, equal is just the assignment. Okay? Here the a equal 1 means 1 will be assigned to the variable a, which it does not mean the a equal 1. Okay, so how we can express equal? Equal, when you use the equal, then double equal symbol. For example, here a is 2, which means a has value 2. Okay? Value 2. Let's set the default layout. So, okay. Let's go font. Okay, so a is an integer number and size is only one value exists inside of this box, and then its value is 2. Okay, 2 mean a equal to mean is number 2's gonna be assigned to the variable a. A is a variable. So variable is a kind of box container which can include any values. In the other language, for the compiler-based language, the compiler should assign some space, size of space in a compile time. So once if you define a as an integer number, then you cannot change that variable a to for the other data type, for example, float number or string. But in a Python script, Python, the interpret language, you can change type of the variables with any types you want. Okay? Yeah, yeah. Let's investigate how we can change the variable type to the others. Here's I just skipped that explanation because you might be very confused with my explanation. Okay? So anyway, here a mean is a gonna have the value 2, which is a very similar symbol like in our language. It's very intuitive, right? Rather than the upper one, because here's somebody think the a equal 2, but here's below expressions just give us some very intuition. 2 gonna be assigned a, right? But both are same mean. Okay. But below 1 just doesn't follow the syntax. Okay? So how we can use the then equal symbol? Equal symbol is like this, double equal. Okay, double equal, which means currently a has 2 value 2, but now we just compare a symbol and then number 3. Huh? Is it true or false? It's a false, right? Because a is a 2, so 2 is not equal to 3. You can see the interpreter said told you this one is false, not true. Then how about this? A is equal to 2. Then yeah, it says that it is true, right? So now you understand the difference between the equal symbol and double equal symbol and single equal symbol. Single equal symbols means what? Assignment. Okay, not equal meaning. This equal meaning needs a two double equal symbol. Okay. So here let's back to the explanation about the variable. Variable is a kind of box. Okay, kind of box. And how we can name the variable. Okay, variable can have the very various name. For example, a it can be a variable as well, and b also can have the some character. A C has some character string hello like this. Okay. So A B C is all three things are variable. Okay. But like this way, some how about we can how we can use this variable name. For example, just if there are some variable, then interpreters tell you this variable has some value like 18, right? And how we can name each variable? There is some rules to express the define a variable. First one is the alphabet should comes in a first, not starting with a number. Like for example, ABC variable name ABC is okay, or some A and then some numbers and the alphabet again is okay, or some underbar A B underbar C is okay. But you cannot start with the number. For example, A B more 7A more 2A, which is not available. Okay. For example, here A B 100 is okay, but the 1A and invalid syntax. Okay, it's a long grammar. Okay. You cannot start the number for the variable name. Okay, very simple, right? And also you cannot start with some special some symbol. Okay, well, dollars or something, but you can start with the underbar. Okay, underbar. Okay, so but the variable is very important to express to make the leaders, programmers to understand your program intention or program content. So you have to express define this variable with a very meaningful way. Huh? Not just the A, B, C, which is not the meaningful. If, for example, so here your name. 네, 네, 감사합니다. Here's you now try to print out some programs. For example, you receive some user input and print out the input value on your screen. Then you can simply write the script like this way. First, you get some input name, then print out the name. Here, my name is. So here, let's try to execute. When you execute this your script, and you just click this play button. Okay. Now you can see that some output in this console. Open your name. Okay. My name is Woo-sung. And my name is Woo-sung. Will coming out in the console. So, but here what I want to say is what is the A variable A? A contains the Woo-sung. Right? You can say, as you can see, A is a variable, string variable, and it has which has the Woo-sung, WOOSEONG strings here, right? So what is the meaning of this A? A doesn't have any meaning, right? It serves as some name. Instead of just the A as a variable, you can use the some meaningful variable, like what? The, okay? So it's okay. So if you indicate this name is a variable, then you can use some kind of this way, variable underbar name like this way. Okay, whatever is okay. But anyway, anyway, someone's read your script like this. You can conjectures. Their conjectures. This variable is just for the containing, including some name. Okay, easily we can guess what the purpose of this variable. Okay, otherwise just the A. Here's a yeah, definitely it's a very close to each other two sentence, right? Between two sentence. So we can definitely know the A will contain some name string, right? But in usual some normal typical script, too long, right? very long. Here's between two sentences, we have lots of the script code. Then later, so when at this time, nobody knows what A is gonna have had some value inside. Okay, is a number or the number or a string? If this is a string, then what kind of string it has? We don't know, right? But here, if you use the variable name as a name, then we can guess okay, this variable may have the name strings. Okay. So naming is very important. Please define meaningful word for your variable name. Okay. So here's if you have the two words for the single variable name, then you cannot keep the separate. For example, here's my name, your name, like this. You cannot define variable using the space. Okay? Not allowable. If you execute, that is invalid syntax. Okay. So if there's a two way. One is the for the this blank, you give the underbar. The other way is the using the capital. So between my and names, we can separate, right? We can split the two words even if they are even if they have no blank between them, right? We can easily figure out this variable has two words, right? My and name. So this is command style. So it's a command style, my name, my favorite sports, and underbar style, my underbar name, my underbar favorite, like this. Either way is okay, but I recommend more a command style rather than underbar style. Okay, so ID function. Let me introduce the ID function. IDs let you know the location of this box variable location. So if we already uh, define a, right? A. Where this A box is located, we don't know. In order to know the A's IDs, then you can use the ID function, okay? ID and parentheses, you put your variable between these parentheses, okay? And interpreter lets you know this address of the A variable, the ID of variable. Actually, the ID is not the exactly same as the address used in the other compiled language, but it's a ID is very unique, okay? Unique, unique number. Okay? So that's almost same as the address in a compiled language. And it's a unique ID, kind of some location of the variable. Got both are same one, same. Okay? So here's I would like explain the independent variable and reference variable here. So let's define x with 20. And you can see x has 20. So what about the y is x? The y also has 20. But these 20 values are very unique. Okay, unique. So if you check the x value, check the ID of the x value, then you can see uh, blah 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 this way. Also, you can check the y ID. Then both has the same IDs for the x and y. Okay. Here, let's give the other value 40. Then let's see the y ID. Now y has a different ID. Okay. Okay. So here a, let's check the a's ID. And then here's let's get a b, the and let's check the b ID. Okay. How about this? So even if they have the a and b, they have the two 우선, right? A is 우선, B is 우선. They are so what? A location and B location are different. ID are different. So first one is the reference. So here's let's see that this example. When you give the number x, given number 10 to the x, then here the x has this ID, and give the x value to the y, then y has the same value as 10 as x, right? Then let's check the y's ID, then you can see both are same. So here y is a reference variable, okay? Y indicate the x location. Let's see the another example here. So now we change the y as 20. Then it has now have different IDs, so they are separate, independent to each other. Okay? So please do the same thing in the lab activities for you. Okay, so it will be weird anyway. So here's we have checked the x, y, z. It has 10, 10, 20. So here, let's do the same thing in your using x and y and z. Here x, y, x, y. Okay, here the x and y has the same ID, but the z is 20. Let's keep the 20 y, and you can see the y has the same ID as the z. Right? So it's exactly same as the string as well. So I just check check the why it has a different ID for the A and B. I just uh, reassign the variable A and B's with the user. It is same ID here. Okay, and then C hello hello. It has different elements. Now we give the hello here. And ID B is same ID as the C. Okay. So here some string and numbers are literal. So which has the unique IDs within uh, the memory space. So variable has some ID, right? ID, not the number. Value itself has ID. It indicates ID. So here B has some ID, this ID, and C has this ID, which are same, so they have the same value. Okay, the A has a different ID, so which is different to the B and C. So A has some values corresponding to the this. So variable types. So when you define a variable, then you can see the type here, Explorer. So string, integer. Okay. For example, here, let's give the E as 3.14. You can see B is a float number, right? Float number. Okay. So AB is 100 integer number, and A is a string. So we have variable type integer, okay, real number, float, okay. What happens if integer and real numbers, if for example A is integer, B is float number, then what do you have from this calculation? For example, here AB is integer plus B, okay, B is float number. Then what? The calculation is just show the float number is same as the result here. Define C, assign result to the C. Then C is now what? Float number. Previously, it is just string. In this from this question, if we add two different types of number, then returns will be a float. And type check functions. If you want to know type, then you can use the type function. Okay. If you wonder some type of the variable, then just put the variable between these parentheses. Okay. Then you can see C's data type is float. So here, if you use just the IDE like a spider, then it shows the variable types automatically. So you don't need to type call the type function. But previously we used the Python ID, Python console. Uh, so here simple the console, right? Python console. So here's we don't know the type, right? Type. And here is the variable explorer. So we want to know the type of the variable. Please use the type function. Okay. Okay. Also, if you want to know type size, then you can use the getSizeOf function, which is defined within this module. So in order to use the this getSizeOf, then you have to import this module. Okay? And let's define some string name. And let's size of. So my let's define my name length. Define the length variable. And let's print out this information. My name is name and length is my name. Then you can see okay, this from this data side, your variables, uh, how much space occupied they occupy for their data type. Okay. So for example, here's number 9 has 28. Then 0.14 is 24. Okay, hello is 54. Uh, Here it has 57. Just up to the interpreters. So please check that the length of the variable anyway. So constant is different to the variable. Okay, variable it has some values that can be changed during execution times. Variable can have the different values at times, while the program execution. But constant during program execution, this some symbol has a fixed value, not varying value. Okay, change. For example, minute is a 60 second, hour is a 3600 second, right? So which doesn't change, right? It's a fixed constant values. Unfortunately, for the Python, they don't have the constant value. Constant. There's no way to define a constant variable in a script. If you want to define some symbol as a constant, then just use the only to distinguish from the other variables. Here's just use uppercase, only uppercase letter. And then to separate the word, then you can use the underbar, add and comment. Because they only use the uppercase, then there's no way to use the grammar one for defining constant symbol. So dynamic typing, let's skip. So here, conversion, okay, conversion. So for the in a Python, it's a conversion is very simple. Okay. For example, here's we explicitly convert some value to the another one. Then we have to use the value name as a function. Okay? Like integer. Here's 3.14 is a float number. Then you want to change this one to the integer number. Then just use the integer function. Together. Here's currently AB is an integer 100, right? If you want to change this integer to string, then AB equals string, we change the AB integer number to string. So you can see that this AB is now string, not a number. Also, you change from the string to the string number to the integer number, and using integer function. So currently AB is what? String. But if you use the integer function, then now AB changed to what? Okay, very simple, right? Now let's change the this integer number to real number, float number. Use the float. Then you can see the float number. It is now float number. What is the difference integer number and float numbers of 100? Just the 100, then it's an integer number. Okay? 100.0 is a float number together. For example, A is 100, then you can see A is an integer, right? And let's be the 100.0. Then B is what? Float. So float number and integer number is different. Even if the human think both are same, but the computer think those are different features. Okay? Here, let's check the ID of the A, ID of the B. So you can see those are different features. Okay. Okay. So let's skip that. So please check that real number and arithmetic the integer and real number arithmetic. Please do this one and then please upload this your experiment on the console and catch your result by using the screen capture and put image to your document and then please upload your report, lab activity report to the second campus. Okay. This one you have to do. Uh, string, we use frequently the string variable. Okay. So if you express the string, then you can use the single or double quotation. So here's error case for using the quotation. So my dog's name is Happy. What's wrong here? So here they use the single quotation, right? From the here to here, starting string, end of string here. Right? But the middle of this sentence we use apostrophe, single quotation. Okay? So interpreter think the strings from here to here, only here. Here's there's no pair of the end quotation. Okay? So which leads induce the errors in a and how we can avoid this problem? Well, just to use the double quotation. My uh, okay, okay. Then if you really want to use just a single quotation, here if you type this sentence, that it shows that something wrong, right? Then if you want, here for the using for using the consoles, if you go to the previous input, you can use just the upper arrow like this. Whenever you push the upper arrow in your keyboard, you press the upper arrow, then you can browse all histories you input before. You don't need to type again and again, just use the arrow button. So anyway, so here's you really want to use the single quotation for the position, then you can use the backslash. Okay. Backslash is an escape character. Escape character means that interpreter just ignore the following single quotation. Okay. This is okay. No problem. So backslash is escape from the special purpose character from the. For example, see when you copy, if you go to the left directory and this has and here's the backslashes indicate what directory, right? But the interpreter just can think that this backslash is as a what escape character key. So in order to uh, in order not to confuse the interpreter with this backslash, you have to put the one backslash more for the backslash for the subject. This is the case of use of the backslash. Okay. 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 So for the other uses of this backslash, you can uh, give the new lines with the symbol N. For example, this is commonly used in the print function. Hello world, good morning. Let's try to okay. So here we can combine this one single line hello world and backslash and good morning. You print out then the backslash and give the new line. Okay? If you come into the first line, then you have to okay. And also you can give any other symbols like or backslash. So we already did previously, right? How we can explicitly change the data type, right, between number and string, right? Using the string function and then give the number within the parentheses, then 21 gonna change the what string, and here 31 string will be changed into the what integer number, right? Also the float numbers as well. So if you have the two string, then you can concatenate, you can combine two string using the plus, and you can multiply string with a number. Okay? And these ones are already done in the previous slide, previous last week. So let's try to string operations here. When you something print, when you try to print out the when you combine two string, for example, hello, hello plus world, then you can see hello world. Okay. So here we can also directly print out the hello and world, hello and world, using the comma. You can concatenate multiple string. Hello world. Okay. And then otherwise, you can use the combining symbol plus. For the also you can add a number as well. Student 100 student. Here's 100 student. Okay. But here's you cannot use the plus combining these three holdings will make error. Okay, because you cannot combine string and then number. Okay, you can. How we can fix it out? So one way is that you can use the comma instead of the combining plus. Another thing is that you change the number to string. How? Using the string function. And this number 100 will be changed to what? String, right? String plus string plus string plus string. Okay, so let's try to the multiplication high by 10 times. We have 10 high. Okay, simple. So substrings. Uh, uh, I think we'll stop here today's lab activities because time's almost up, and then rest of the slides will be handled in class because which needs more explanation to understand easily. So we may need some interactions. Up to now, I explained the basic concept of the variables. I wish you easily understand the definition of the variable and how you define the variable and how you can use the variables for your program. So if you have any question, then please uh, you have to bring your own question and upload your question to the Cyber campus every week, and then before starting the in class, I'm gonna check your all questions, each one. So I'm gonna answer your all questions at the beginning of the class. But please don't forget the answers. Okay. Okay. Bye. Thank you.